Hey everybody, it's Scott from Channel Zero Marketing, your digital marketing MBA. And I wanted to jump on here. It's the 1st of December. Can you believe this year is already over? December 1st. It's almost midnight. I want to make a little video for you for the weekend and give you, this video is going to be mainly for small business owners or managers who have a marketing budget, or social media marketers or people in the marketing world that are looking for clients. So either one of you will really benefit from this. So what I've got up here right now is a picture of a street sign holder. And we've all seen these as we've driven down the street, with this young guy or old guy standing on the street corner, and he's got a big sign and he's advertising a tax location or new apartment for rent like this guy, or a bedding sale or going out of business sale, or something along those lines. I saw this the other day on Colerain Avenue in Cincinnati near my home, and it made me think about, I wonder what they're paying the guy. I wonder what kind of return they have, because anytime I see anything that has to do with marketing, it makes my wheels turn. And I've actually seen this dozens of times and thought, but I actually did a little bit of research tonight. So I want to share it with you as business owners, and I want to share it with you as social media marketing consultants or managers or agency owners, whoever that would be. So the math that I did, let me pull it up here real quick, is on Colerain Avenue, I was able to look up the traffic count according to the government. And on a high busy hour, that street might do 333 cars per hour. Now, that's not a very targeted audience, obviously. That's anything from 16 years old and up, and has nothing to do with anything else other than they are driving a car or riding in a vehicle. So 333 cars an hour. If you paid somebody minimum wage, which in the state of Ohio is $8.15 for 6 of the busiest hours, that's roughly $50 a day to have a young man or an old man or lady stand outside with one of these signs and spin and dance and do their thing to a very open, untargeted audience, trying to catch their attention as they drive by. So I did the math and thought about, if we took that same type of budget and ran it just on Facebook to our neighborhood, what would that look like? So we can get this poor guy out of the hot sun. We can get him out of the freezing cold. We can get him out of the rain. We can not worry about him getting hit with traffic. We don't have to buy this sign. We don't have to recruit and hire. There's all kinds of things that goes along with it. Now, listen, if it's a college kid who needs it, if it's a homeless guy, a felon, or stay-at-home, anybody that needs the money, then by all means, small business owners, give them the money. But if you've went out looking for this because you thought it was effective, let's discuss that. So what I did was, that same store, I actually created an ad set in Facebook, and I put in the exact pretty much address. I used a GameStop that was a couple doors down. I don't want to say the name of the company who was actually paying the sign holder, but this is the address of a GameStop that my son and I shop at quite frequently. And on the same road, a couple doors down, I added a 10-mile radius. So we would get people who actually live in this location. They're not traveling through. They're not on a work assignment. They actually live within 10 miles of our store. Now, that other, with the guy holding the street sign, 333 a day, they could be going out of town. They could be passing through town. They could be there on work. A percentage of them is going to be every day. Probably not high. Most people probably live in that area, but a percentage is going to be. But we're going to choose, according to what Facebook knows, and they know everything about us, people who live in 10 miles of our store. And we see that we have 570,000 people as a potential audience. And we're using the driving age of 16 to 65 plus, all genders, because that's what you're looking for when you have somebody standing out on the street holding that sign. And then we basically went down and put $50 a day as a budget, which is what it would cost you to pay someone $8.15 for 6-7 hours a day standing on the street corner or out in front of your store. And we said, again, you would reach about, 333 times 6 hours is 2,000 people that would drive by and possibly see the sign or react to it, but not a very targeted audience. So without having a very targeted audience, also on Facebook doing the same thing, and I'll show you a key difference. At a $50 a day budget, which we see right here, we are going to reach anywhere from, and this is estimated, 2,800, which is above the 2,000, all the way up to 6,000 people. So if we have a really good ad that goes organic, it could even be better than that. If we have a video ad, it's going to be even better than that. There's a lot of things you can do. But we're going to beat the number that we're reaching by quite a significant amount, I believe. So you can see where that budget is better. Not only that, but these are people that live in our area, not just passing through. Not only that, but let's say you pay the guy to stand out there, or the gal, for 5 days or 7 days with that sign during your big promotion week, your big going out of business week, your big tax week, whatever it is, your big sale week. How many people drive that route, going to work, coming home from work, taking the kids to school, coming home from school, running to Kroger's or Walmart and coming back? Several times a day I drive down Coleraine, at least twice a day, if not more. So how many times are you getting repeat customers that are just seeing that sign and they have no interest in your apartment? They have no interest in new bedding. They just got new bedding. They have no interest in whatever it is that you're pushing, okay? You can set a frequency cap to show this ad to that 570,000 people only once every 7 days. So you run these ads at $50 a day for a week, and it's only going to show the ad to the one person every 7 days. So out of that 2,800 to 6,000 that see your ads, it's going to be fresh people every day for that whole week, unlike the traffic that's going up and down the road. Not only that, but what I would recommend, now this just shows that you can definitely outperform by a long shot paying somebody to stand on a street corner and spin a sign and dance around to try to get attention, try to get a little bit of attention. Then you can go up here and add in whatever it is that you are selling. If it's an apartment sign like the people we just showed, then we can choose people who are likely to be moving. I think there's actually, I just saw likely to move. So we can choose moving and likely to move. We could choose some apartment websites and some different things. But here again, look, now we've narrowed it down to people. So that guy in that last picture, let's just jump over. He's trying to get some people to come drive in and look at these apartments, right? And he's hitting just everybody that drives down the street, the same people every day, over and over to a great degree. We can go on Facebook, hit them once a day or once a week, not hitting the same people every day. People that are likely to move or looking at websites that have to do with moving. And look, we still get the same 2,000 or better. And it's a very precise, targeted audience of people we know are likely to move. So would you rather pay the same amount of money to have somebody stand on a street corner spinning a sign to the same traffic day after day, or choose 2,000 people a day, 2,000 different people every day for the same budget that are likely to be looking at moving? So, of course, it's a no-brainer answer, but that just goes to show the power of Facebook versus the crazy idea of spending a marketing budget of having somebody stand on a street corner with a sign. So small business owners, I hope that helps you, that you don't do that unless it helps somebody. And for you social media managers, the next time you're driving down the street and you see a guy or a gal standing out spinning a sign, pull in and talk to the business owner. It's a great opportunity for you. I hope you guys found that helpful and a blessing. Hope you have a great weekend. I'm going to get off here and go watch some Netflix. Good night.